The story of Abigail begins with tension and danger hanging in the air, a moment where wisdom stood between life and death. David, the future king of Israel, was furious, his anger burning like a wildfire, ready to unleash destruction upon the household of a man named Nabal. Nabal was Abigail's husband, a wealthy but foolish man who had insulted David by refusing to provide food and provisions for him and his men, despite David's earlier kindness in protecting Nabal's flocks. This insult was no small matter. It was a direct challenge to David's honor and authority. David, driven by anger, had gathered his men, swords ready, marching to take vengeance. The situation was dire, and the blood of Nabal's household seemed inevitable. But then came Abigail, a woman of beauty, courage, and extraordinary wisdom, who rose to meet the crisis. Without hesitation, she acted swiftly, gathering an offering of food and supplies and riding out to intercept David before he could reach her home. Imagine the tension as Abigail approached the armed men, her heart likely pounding, but her faith and determination unshaken. When she saw David, she dismounted and fell at his feet, speaking words of humility, wisdom, and diplomacy that turned the tide. Abigail acknowledged her husband's folly but pleaded with David to reconsider, reminding him of his divine calling and future as Israel's king. She urged him not to tarnish his legacy with unnecessary bloodshed and vengeance, appealing to his conscience and his trust in God's justice. Her words were like a balm to David's anger, and he immediately recognized the wisdom in her counsel. He praised her for preventing him from making a grave mistake and accepted her offering, sparing her household. Through her courage, quick thinking, and faith, Abigail not only saved her family but also preserved David's honor and integrity. Later, when Nabal died, struck down by God for his wickedness, Abigail became David's wife, a fitting reward for her wisdom and bravery. Abigail's story is a powerful example of how a single person, guided by wisdom and courage, can change the course of events, defuse conflict, and bring peace. Her legacy reminds us of the strength found in humility, the power of well-chosen words, and the value of seeking God's guidance in times of crisis. Abigail's story doesn't end with just her brave act of diplomacy. It is a tale that continues to unfold with deep lessons about character, faith, and divine intervention. Imagine the scene as Abigail returned home after saving her household from destruction. She found Nabal, her foolish husband, feasting like a king, oblivious to the disaster that had almost struck. He was drunk, selfishly celebrating his wealth, while she had risked her life to protect him. Abigail wisely chose not to confront him in his drunken state, but her patience was as profound as her wisdom. She waited until morning, when his mind was clear, and then told him everything that had happened. The weight of her words struck Nabal like a thunderclap. His heart failed him, and within 10 days, he was dead, judged by God for his arrogance and folly. Abigail's life took a dramatic turn after Nabal's death. David, recognizing her wisdom, faith, and character, sent for her and made her his wife. It was not just a union of convenience, but a testament to the respect and admiration David had for her. In becoming David's wife, Abigail's life changed from being tied to a selfish and foolish man to being partnered with the man chosen by God to lead Israel. Yet even in this new role, Abigail's character remained a shining example of strength and grace. She navigated the complexities of being a wife to a man with great responsibilities, understanding the weight of leadership and offering her wisdom as a source of support. Abigail's story resonates deeply because it showcases the power of a wise and courageous woman to alter the course of history. Her humility and grace in the face of danger stand as a stark contrast to Nabal's arrogance and folly. Where Nabal's pride led to his downfall, Abigail's wisdom brought salvation, not just for her household but for David as well. Her words didn't just prevent bloodshed, they reminded David of who he was called to be, a man of God, destined to rule with justice and righteousness. In doing so, she protected his future legacy and ensured that he wouldn't carry the burden of unnecessary guilt. The lessons from Abigail's story extend far beyond her time. She teaches us the importance of acting quickly and wisely in moments of crisis, even when fear might tempt us to stay silent. She shows that humility is not weakness but strength, especially when paired with courage and faith. Abigail's ability to approach David with respect and diplomacy reminds us of the power of words spoken in wisdom. They can turn away anger, heal wounds, and bring peace to even the most volatile situations. Abigail's legacy also speaks to the justice of God. Though she was married to a foolish and selfish man, God honored her faithfulness and wisdom, freeing her from a life of hardship and elevating her to a position of honor. Her story reminds us that God sees our struggles and rewards those who trust in Him and act according to His will. Abigail's life is a testament to the fact that one person with courage and faith can make a profound difference, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Through Abigail, we learn the importance of standing up for what is right, even when the stakes are high. Her ability to balance humility with strength, wisdom with courage, and faith with action is a powerful example for all of us. Whether facing conflict, making difficult decisions, or navigating relationships, Abigail's story reminds us to seek God's guidance and to act with wisdom, grace, and conviction. Her life may have been marked by challenges, but her legacy is one of triumph, leaving us with the assurance that God uses even the most difficult circumstances to bring about His purposes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks.